Hello, fellow patriots. Bill, the Raging Patriot here. And today we're going to be discussing why America will never have universal health care. Uh, I know there's a lot of people that wish that was a reality. Uh, I myself don't have health insurance, but I know what would be necessary to have universal health care, and I'm not a socialist nor a communist. So I'll go without insurance, as nice as it would be to have some. But so, the reasons that America will never have universal health care. I know a lot of people hold on hope for this. Um, and don't hold your breath, folks. I can say without hesitation, never gonna happen. Not in a million years. And now we'll get into why. Um, as we know, Obamacare was a complete failure. Not even sure what that was, but it's no good. Uh, definitely, definitely not the answer. But the reason we'll never have universal health care, like some other countries do, um, like Canada does, is because our entire healthcare community, our healthcare system is completely corrupted. So, what do I mean by that? Now, don't take this the wrong way. We need doctors, we need nurses. This is not directed at these people because there's a lot of good people that work in the healthcare community, and it's necessary. A lot of people get into that line of work for the right reasons. They want to help people, and that's noble as hell. But the reason the system is corrupted is pretty simple. I don't know if you've ever put all these pieces together, but I went through it firsthand. Years ago, I was in a car accident, had a broken neck, and was told I'd never work again. I would be on medication all my life. I was getting these shots in my spine and my neck. And they had me written off. I was around 40 years old then. I was a vegetable in their eyes. They wanted me dependent on the healthcare system for the rest of my life, taking drugs that I refused to take, narcotics for pain. No, thank you. But here's how it all boils down. Like I say, the healthcare in general is a good idea. It's a noble cause, but it's surrounded by greed and selfishness, and it's just a broken system. What people don't realize and sometimes don't piece together is the most corrupt organization in this entire country is the pharmaceutical companies. Okay, they're out there pumping out these drugs, hand in hand with the FDA, passing all this junk, making everything legal. And then, you see the commercials later on where they're suing the same companies for killing people because their drugs, probably should have been tested just a little bit more. But the bottom line is pharmaceutical companies control everything in the healthcare system. Doctors get kickbacks for writing prescriptions. Have you ever just gone to the doctors? I try not to go to the doctors. I only go when I have body parts hanging off or things that need to be sewn up or bones that are broke. Outside of that, you don't see me at doctors. I don't believe in it. It's all a it's the whole thing's just a scam in my eyes. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people need medical attention, and there's things that need treatment. Fortunately, I've never had to deal with that yet, but I try and stay away. But you go to the doctors, And the first thing they do, they get their prescription pad out, and they want to be writing stuff. We'll write you a prescription for this, and it's like, dude, you didn't even check me out. You don't even know what's wrong, but you want to write prescriptions for drugs. Why? Because they get a kickback. Everything is controlled by the pharmaceutical companies. So when you add that up, some of the richest companies in the world, look at all the money the pharmaceutical companies pay out for votes. I don't want to get into the government right now, but let's face it, your representatives, your people that are out there are supposed to be working for your best interest. Maybe not. It don't work that way because, these special interest groups, lobbyists, they pay for votes. And, that's a whole different topic altogether because it should be illegal to buy votes, but it happens every day and it's legal in DC. It's just how things work. But with the pharmaceuticals having so much control over everything, and this is a greed-fed system. Hey, I got nothing against a doctor who spent 8, 12, whatever amount of years he did in medical school. He put his time in, he paid the money to be a doctor. It's okay. They worked hard to get where they are. They should have nice things. But the greed is so strong, coupled with pharmaceutical companies that control everything. Universal health care, just never going to happen. If you could get rid of the pharmaceutical companies, hey, there might be a shot. But they got the strongest hold in DC. You're never going to get rid of that. But they control everything. Like, imagine this. This is getting off topic slightly, but like, everybody wants a cure for cancer. And I feel there's a lot of natural things you can do to help with that. But, that's another topic as well. But, cure for cancer. And I always say, you can spend a lifetime treating cancer, or you could cure cancer. Look at the money that's lost to cure cancer. Much more profitable to treat cancer, unfortunately. And I lost members in my family to cancer, but it's just one of those things. You can't beat the system. It is what it is. So, due to the corruption, the greed, basically, you wrap that all up, and it's just a broken system. And it'll never be fixed. Definitely not in my lifetime. So, if you're holding out hope for universal health care, I would say don't bother. We got a broken, corrupted system. So, if you're looking for the answer, why are things this way? Pharmaceutical companies. They got all the money. They got all the power. So, unfortunately, universal health care will never happen. We'll get into some other topics related to that in the future, but that's really all I have on that. That's basically the bottom line. Pharmaceutical companies, evil, and no universal health care. So that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, a share, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. You all have a nice day, and God bless America.